Okay, very good morning. Warm welcome to all of you over here. This is me, your master teacher Aditya Arya, and I'm taking care of your mathematics subject. I hope so that you guys are doing good. Great. And this is a notification that we are going to have a disclosure today. It's a secret. The secret will get revealed by 8 p.m. today itself. So guys, keep update yourself. तो आज हम लोग देखेंगे कि वोट क्या है, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज वोट एंड हाउ एग्जैक्टली वोट विल बी अ कम बैक फैक्टर फॉर यू पीपल. सो कीप अपडेटेड योरसेल्फ, डू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब, एंड if you want the notes of this session, telegram is over here. So do like, share and subscribe for any such secret revealing factor like vote is over here. So let's start this session for the med time. I hope you guys are ready with pen and paper. Yes, so give me a thumbs up in the chat box if you guys are ready with your pen and paper. So what exactly we are going to do today? क्या करने वाले हैं आज हम लोग? We are going to start calculus. Not I would not say that we are going to start. We are going to bridge the gap. That means that in 11th you have started limit chapter, yes or no, and you have read about the derivatives. आपने थोड़ा बहुत लिमिट के बारे में पढ़ा है, डेरिवेटिव्स के बारे में पढ़ा है. But the point is what it's used in the 12th. This is why we are running this Bridge Your Maths Gap series. Okay guys, so I would say that you are going to have 50% of the syllabus from calculus. Limit is just a beginning of the calculus part. Two chapters that you have to do very good in your 11th is the basic understanding of the calculus, basic understanding of the limit. And we will see in the 12th that whatever we have read in the chapter limit is in the continuation with the new chapter continuity. So guys, if you want to clearly understand what is continuity, what is differentiability, and even I would say integration, is all depends on your understanding in differentiation. So if you will miss one of the chapter, it might be possible that you will not have any kind of foundation. और बेटा अगर फाउंडेशन अच्छा नहीं है तो if you will have a tough question, it will shake. What will shake? Your foundational building of the calculus will shake and it fall down. होता है नहीं होता है कि सर मुश्किल सवाल की बस हम फैल जाते हैं. So we will start the session with the positive thought. Discipline is the bridge, important bridge between goals and accomplishment. And we are doing the bridge course, so I want all of you very disciplined. So keep your josh high, keep yourself very disciplined, at least in 12th. 11th बर्बाद हो गया, 11th अच्छा नहीं गया, जैसा भी था it's completely fine. Now take this as an opportunity and start working on it. So we are going to discuss over here master basics of the calculus, and we are going to connect the topic of the 11th limit with the continuity of the 12th. So let's discuss what exactly is the continuity. Continuity का मतलब क्या है? Sorry, limit का मतलब क्या? What is the meaning of limit? Let's discuss about these things. Okay. First point, what exactly is the limit? Limit, basically limit means approximate. This is the literal meaning of it. Limit means approximation. Okay. Limit means approximation. Now question will be like this: limit of a function. Now this function can be anything it can be. And where exactly we will use it? In the chapter limit we will learn how to solve the limits. In the 12th we will have the continuity. Over there we will apply limit. In the chapter differentiation we will have use of limit in the first principle of derivative. So limit का यूज बहुत जगह पर है, इसलिए हम इसको पढ़ेंगे. लिमिट इज अप्रोक्सीमेशन और अप्रोक्सीमेट वैल्यू ऑफ एनीथिंग. इफ वी आर गोइंग टू calculate limit of any number, it is the approximate value. Now limit of a function, what does it mean? That approximate value of the function. Okay, so I'm writing over here, just a moment. Okay, yeah, so I'm writing over here, limit of a function is approximate value of a function. Now what is the meaning of approximate value and why we are calculating approximate value? when we can calculate the exact value. That's the thought, isn't it? कि यार जब मैं exact value निकाल सकता हूं, then why we are calculating approximate value? And in your question you have your answer. So limit of a function is approximate value of a function. But the question is why we are calculating approximate value. Reason is when we are not able to calculate, that's the next question, कि कब नहीं कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, when we are having indeterminate form. So यहां पर हम लिख रहे हैं when we are not able to calculate value of the function we will use the limit. Okay, अब सवाल ये when, answer for when is when you will get the indeterminate value. When we are not able to calculate exact value, we use limit. Okay, now point is when we do not calculate, when function at a gives indeterminate form, means something like 0 by 0, infinity minus infinity, infinity by infinity, kind of these numbers, 1 raised to power infinity. Now you will check what are the 7 indeterminate form. But I would say generally, or I would say 100% of time you will face only one thing, 0 by 0. तो यहां पर मैं लिख दे रहा हूं when fa will come as 0 by 0 or other indeterminate form. Now what is the meaning of indeterminate? As the name suggests, something which we cannot determine, जिसके बारे में मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता हूं, that is indeterminate. Yes or no? So other indeterminate forms. So when on putting the value x equals to a in the function, you are not able to calculate because you are having 0 by 0 or other indeterminate form, there we will apply the limit. So that gives the hint how to approach, कैसे लगाना. अच्छा, थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में घुसते हैं इसके. Suppose function is x cube minus 1 upon x minus 1. Now we will put 1 over here. 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus 1 will give you 0 by 0. 0 by 0 is indeterminate form. We cannot say what exactly it is. But if you will read the function, on putting 0.9 you will be having the value 2.71. On putting 99 we will be having the value 2.970. On putting 999 we will be having 2.97. On putting 0.9999999, where it is heading towards, the value of the function is going towards 3. जैसे जैसे x की value approaching 1 from the left hand side of the 1, this is the 1, from the left hand of the side of the x equals to 1, when function is approaching x equals to 1 from the left hand side, function approaches 3. Function is approaching to nearby 3, yes or no? Now what if I will approach from the right hand side? अगर मैंने right hand side से approach किया, what it will be? So when you will approach, that means when you will put 1.1, value of the function is 3.31. That is far away. I would say this is far away from 3. आप बोल सकते हो sir it's just 0.31, but I would say mathematically it's much far away. When you will put 1.01, it is 3.03. It is also much far away. When I say much far away, that means you can see the difference. When you will see 1.001, still it's much far away. So when you will write down the value, when you will approach the x equals to 1 from the right hand side, what will be its value? X will be equals to 1.0000000000000, and you will keep on saying 0000 and 1. 1.0000 infinite number of times 1. At such nearby value, the value of the function might be 3.0000000000001, and you will keep on saying 000. So from the right hand side and from the left hand side, you will see where function is approaching. And if from both hand side, if the function is approaching the same, we will say limit exists. That means approximate value exists. That means we can say there is some approximate value. If they will not reach at the same level, we will say there is no approximate value. How you can say? Because from this side you are reaching somewhere, from this side you are reaching somewhere, there is no approximate value. For if you want the approximate value, you have to reach at the same value of the y. Your function will reach at the same point. It should not be like this. It should not be like this. It should be like this. It should be touching over here. Though it might be possible that function does not have the value at that point. For example, if you will put x equals to 1 over here, does the value of the function exist? You will say it's indeterminate. At x equals to 1, function is not defined. But I can say it is approaching 3, it is approaching 3. Yes or no? And how do we represent? When we approach x from the left hand side, and whatever the value we will get of the function, we will say left hand limit, left hand approximate value of the function. And it is represented by limit fx x tends to a minus. A minus means, this minus sign means we are approaching from the left hand side. The second thing is limit fx x tends to a plus means we are approaching from the right hand side. And if both are equal, only then limit exists. Okay, but the point is, now you will see the graph. They are approaching to the same value, only then limit exists. And if you want your function continuous, what is the continuity? It's exactly same, लगातार बिना टूटा हुआ function, a function without any breakage is a continuous function. That we will study in the deep in the 12th standard. So when your function is approaching to the same point, that means limit exists, and this is the first condition of the continuity. If you want your function to be continuous, it might be possible that function is not defined at that value. But if you will comment that limit exists, you can make your discontinuous function a continuous function. लेकिन कैसे? You will see it in the 12th standard. I hope this is very clear. So as in the last example, in the last example, you can see x cube minus 1 upon x minus 1. This does not exist at x equals to 1. But limit exists, and we can say though function is discontinuous at one point. अभी इसके बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे. What is continuity? What is discontinuity? As of now, limit means approaching to the same value like this one. Okay. Now, isn't it amazing that by using this thing we are going to enter into the 12th part. Now, the point is, how exactly we will be dealing with the how exactly we will be dealing with the limit. Okay, so I have told you this thing, why you need to strong your basics of the calculus. Basics of the calculus is limit, the first step of the calculus. And if you are good in it, मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूं 35 marks का पेपर आता है, you can score 35 out of 30. And if not, minimum 30 marks you can easily score. But I am saying, if you will read the basics, you are going to score 35 out of 35 for sure. Scoring paper है ये, ठीक है? So do take care of your prop. Now, how exactly we will apply the limit? The very first thing is, if two functions are in addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, or in multiplication with a constant number, we can separately solve them, but the condition is limit should exist individually. That means if limit of the function fx does not exist individually, we will not separate it. But if limit exists individually for the function fx, we can separate both the function. And if any of the function, for any of the function limit does not exist, we will not separate it. I hope the point is clear. So with the condition, if the limit of the two function exists separately, we can separately solve them if they are in any of the operations. So plus, minus, multiply or divide, or multiplication with a scalar number or a constant number. This is the basic property that you guys needed to know. Fine. Now basic formula. I hope this is clear to all the people over here. समझ में आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है? Yes or no? याद है सारा कुछ? तो बेटा ये सब बाद में आएगा 12th के अंदर. So make sure that this is in your hand. You should be the master on it. You should be having the mastery on it. Basic formulas of the limit. Now what does it say? The very first thing, what does it say? It is the first step of the limit for any question. And what does it say? If you are having a function, always first put the exact value. X tends to a means x not equal to a. But still we will put x equals to a, and if we are having determinate form, if we can have finite value or infinite value, but it should have some value, we can write down our answer. It's all okay if it is having infinite, because infinite is not indeterminate, because you can determine my value is approaching to the infinity or minus infinity. Infinity and minus infinity are not indeterminate form. Indeterminate का मतलब होता है meaning of indeterminate form, the value, something about which you cannot say anything. It is fluctuating. It is somewhere over here, then over here, then over here, and over there. Something which is, you cannot exactly tell what it can be heading towards. So very first step is you will put the value of the function, and if it gives you determinate form, that means it is your answer. But if it is not, then you need to apply some technique. The first technique is your factorization technique. Second technique is your rationalization technique, and the other formulas are this. तो मैं आपको समझा देता हूं what exactly you are going to deal with. So if you want to deal, the very first step is put x equals to a. X equals to a is where you are going to check your limit. Put x equals to a in function. आप फंक्शन में पुट करके देखोगे, and if it will give the exact value, this will be your answer. Exact means if it is determining. Okay, if you can determine where exactly it is going towards or what exactly it is, you can tell your answer. Fine. Step number 2. If it is creating 0 by 0, if FA, generally I would say in 100% of the cases you will having 0 by 0. If it is 0 by 0 form, then you are going to have either factorization or you will be having rationalization, and these are the super duper important techniques that you are going to have in your continuity and differentiability. ठीक है? तो यहां पर आपने लिखा फैक्टराइजेशन. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ फैक्टराइजेशन? व्हेन योर ए इज अ फाइनाइट वैल्यू. ध्यान रखना, ये दोनों कब लगाएंगे हम? व्हेन ए इज फाइनाइट. ए इज फाइनाइट लिमिट. ए इज फाइनाइट नंबर. अगर ये आपका फाइनाइट नंबर है, then you can apply factorization and rationalization. What is the meaning of rationalization? That means if surely you are going to have some root minus root. For sure you are going to have root minus root, and you will multiply and divide by root plus root of the same. ठीक है? अब ये कैसे होता है, क्या होता है, उसके लिए you have to go for example. Fine. Rationalization means if you are going to have root minus root, upon root minus root, for sure you are going to have 0 by 0 form. In that case you will multiply root plus root divide by root plus root. अब इस पे एग्जाम्पल हम डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे. यू विल लुक आउट इन योर बुक्स कि ऐसा हमने क्या डिस्कस किया है क्लास के अंदर. व्हाट इज द रेशनलाइजेशन, व्हाट क्वेश्चंस वी कैन हैव. फाइन. Factorization, what is the meaning of it? See, when you will put x equals to a, it is creating 0, and it generally you will be having a polynomial upon polynomial. 99% of the cases you are going to have polynomial upon polynomial, and if in a polynomial on putting x equals to a it is becoming 0, for sure you are going to have x minus a as a factor. And for sure guys, you are going to have the same factor in your denominator. अब जिन लोगों ने पढ़ाई की होगी उनको थोड़ा समझ में आ जाएगा, लेकिन अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है सर व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, प्लीज गिव मी सम एग्जांपल. आई वांट यू टू टेक सम एफर्ट बाय योर साइड, क्योंकि बेटा मैं तो खैर बताऊंगा ही, वी विल हैव द रिकॉल ऑफ दिस, लेकिन आई वांट यू टू पुट सम एफर्ट. Now what it will be? X minus a upon x minus a. What is a factor? If x equals to a, किसने क्वेश्चन पूछा है? When you will start 12th maths for please explain the whole thing from starting. I'm not getting anything. Or you are, who is this? Rashid. Just a moment. So Richard Parker, I would say that do join the session from the beginning, and that's how you will understand everything from the beginning. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So if you are joining from the middle, you will not get anything. So factorization means that you are going to have x minus a as a factor in the numerator. If x equals to a will make it 0, x minus a is going to be a factor. If x equals to a is making it 0, for sure x minus a is going to be factor in the denominator. For sure you are going to have x minus a upon x minus a, and then you can cancel both of these factors, and then you will be having the determined form. एक छोटा सा example लूंगा, I will take an example, and by using it you can understand what exactly we are talking about. Now let's say the expression is x square. Let's say expression is x square minus 5x plus 6, okay, upon x square minus 3x plus 2. This is the expression, and I want to check limit of the function when x tends to 2. So I am writing over here that when x tends to 2, what is the limit? When I say limit, I mean approximate value of the function. So what you will do? You will first step will take put x equals to 2 over here. Okay. So I am asking you what is the limit or approximate value. Put over to 4 minus 5 into 2 plus 6. 4 minus 5 into 2 plus 6 divided by 4 minus 3 into 2 plus 2. It is equals to 4 plus 6, 10 minus 10 upon 4 plus 2, 6 minus 6 is equals to 0 by 0. So when you are having 0 by 0 form, that means x equal to 2 making the numerator 0, and when a number x equals to a or x equal to 2 is making this expression 0, that means x minus 2 is going to be factor. And when you will factorize it, you will have fx is equals to x minus 2 into x minus 3. This is what I was saying. If it is making it 0, then you should have it. Okay. Yes, no Utkarsh. No, 0 by 0 is not infinity, and infinity is not, लिख लो कॉपी के अंदर, infinity is not an indeterminate. You can determine where it is going. It is going to the infinity. It is going to the highest positive value. 0 by 0 is not determined. That means you cannot tell what exactly it is. आप नहीं बोल सकते हो. And mathematically you will ask 0 by 0, it means infinite solutions. You can tell infinite values. If you will say 0 by 0 equals to 1, I can prove it correct. It might be possible. 2, it might be possible. It might be 4. It might be 3 point. It can be anything. When it can be anything, then you will say that it is indeterminate form. Okay. So x minus 2 into x minus 3 upon x minus 2 into x minus 1. X minus 2 into x minus 1 is the, why you are having this factor? Because x equal to 2 is making your denominator 0. And when something makes a 0, it will become the factor. So x minus 2, x minus 3 upon x minus 2 into x minus 1. And now you can cancel. But I am not cancelling at x equal to 2. I am saying that x is approaching 2. If x will be equal to 2, it is 0 by 0. You cannot cancel 0 by 0. But I am saying you can cancel a number which is not 0. And I am writing over here x tends to 2. That means x is not equal to 2. If x is not equal to 2, then x minus 2 is not equal to 0. And if it is not equal to 0, you can cancel them. And from here, you will have x minus 3 upon x minus 1. And now you are having the same function in a different format. X minus 3 upon x minus 1. And now if you will put x equal to 2, now again you will try to put x equal to 2. 2 minus 3 upon 2 minus 1 is equals to, ये आपका आंसर आएगा 1. Sorry, minus 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 1 upon 1 is minus 1. So the limit approximate value है, ये exact value नहीं है. This is approximately equals to minus 1. If you will approach from the left hand side or right hand side, you will have it as minus 1. Though at x equals to minus 1, function does not exist. Function exist ही नहीं करेगा. I hope this is very clear. And the second point, this is for the factorization. Factorization का मतलब क्या है? The next point over here is your rationalization. Second point is for rationalization. Now, let's take a simple example in rationalization. And what I'm saying, let's say this is a function f is equals to root x plus 1 minus, let's say this is equals to, let's say this is 4. Okay. Let's say this is 4 and this is 2. Fine. ठीक है? So यहाँ पर मैं क्वेश्चन लिख रहा हूँ, f is equals to root of x plus 1, x plus 4 minus 2. Okay? Upon, let's say this is 3, let's say this is 3 or let's say 9 minus x plus 3. Okay. So let's say this is your question. Fine. Now, if you will put x equals to 0, put x equal to 0 over here. So the question will be, find out the value of the function or limit of the function when x tends to 0. Put over here, when x tends to 0, numerator will be 0 plus 4. Root 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So at f0, it will be root 4 minus 2 upon 3 minus root 9 is equals to 2 minus 2 upon 3 minus 3 is equal to 0 by 0. Indeterminate form. So when you will having the indeterminate form, what I will do? What is making it 0? What exactly is 0? This is 0. Rationalize it. Rationalize means root plus root. Okay. So I will write down root x plus 4 plus 2. प्लस साइन लगा दो, जहां माइनस है वहां प्लस लगा दीजिए और जहां प्लस है वहां माइनस लगा दीजिए. बस इतना सा आपको करना है. सो रूट एक्स प्लस 4 प्लस 2 upon root x plus 4 plus 2. This is what you need to do. Okay? And in the denominator, you will do the same thing. Root x plus 4 plus 2 upon root x plus 4 plus 2. And multiply. 3 plus root x plus 9 and 3 plus root x plus 9. ठीक है? अब ये क्या बन जाएगा? This is a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. X plus 4 minus 4. क्या बनेगा? X plus 4 minus 4. and in the denominator 3 minus root x plus 9 into 3 plus root x plus 9, what it will become 9 minus of x plus 9, और ये आपका यहां से बनेगा, देख लीजिए, this is x plus 4 minus 4 upon 9 minus of x plus 9, and it will be 3 plus root x plus 9 upon 2 plus root x plus 4, and over here this will cancel as minus 1, and when you will put x equal to 0 over here, this will be 3 plus 3 upon 2 plus 2. Answer is minus 3 by 2. This is rationalization. So guys, these are two very important techniques. Apart from this, you have to remember these four formulas over here. When your angle is approaching 0, in that case, sine angle upon angle. I am representing my angle as an x. You can have 2x, you can have 3x by 2, you can have anything. But the thing is, limit sine angle upon angle is equals to 1. Do some quick example by yourself. 4 or 5 questions are more than enough for it. और आपको एग्जाम्पल कहां से मिलेंगे? यू कैन पिक द बेसिक बिग विच इज द एनसीईआरटी. एनसीईआरटी आप पिक कीजिए, ट्राई टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन. अगर आपसे लगते हैं तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं लगते हैं तो इन द 12th आपके पास एटलीस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट होगा. ओके, एंड वी विल सी इट्स मोर एप्लीकेबिलिटी. लिमिट एक्स टेंड्स टू 0, 10x अपॉन x इज इक्वल्स टू 1. ठीक है, और ये क्या हो जाएगा? 10x x equals to 1. This will be okay. So Anit is saying something. Avinash, good morning. Fine. So Anit, you can start from anywhere you want. It doesn't matter. Now sin x upon x is equals to 1. 10x upon x equals to 1. 1 minus cos x upon x is equal to 0. ये आपको याद रखना है, और this is a very important property. X to the power n minus a to the power n upon x minus a. You should have these four formulas apart from the two basic techniques of the factorization and the rationalization. Fine. The next thing that you have to take care of is the derivative. Though you will read the derivatives again in your 12th, लेकिन फिर भी मैं आपको बोलूंगा, if you will have some command over it, this is going to be helpful for you people. What exactly it is? Instantaneous change in the curve. What is the meaning of instantaneous? हाथों हाथ. Change after 0.00000001 second. इतना छोटा चेंज, हाँ, जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं पलक झपकते ही कोई चेंज हुआ, नहीं हुआ. अ चेंज विच यू कैन नॉट सी थ्रू द नेकेड आइज. ऐसा चेंज जिसको आप ऑब्जर्व नहीं कर सकते. फॉर से इफ आई विल आस्क यू व्हाट इज द चेंज इन योर हाइट आफ्टर 0.1 सेकेंड, यू विल से इट इज 0. नो, इट इज नॉट 0. दिस इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 0. गुड मॉर्निंग Varjinder and Khushi. Yes, this is for the 12th base. So we are soon going to start 12th session, might be in the April starting. तो उससे पहले हम लोग फटाफट से बेस करेंगे. This is going to be very helpful for you people. Fine. And this whole calculus is of 35 marks out of 80, 50% approximately. Now this is instantaneous change in the curve, and we do represent it by dy by dx. Why it is useful? It is useful in finding the slope of the curve at a point. Slope, when I say slope, it might be changing throughout the curve, and it might be constant throughout the curve. Now there is only one curve for which the slope will not change, that is a straight line. For a straight line, slope does not change, it remains constant. So for a straight line, dy by dx remains constant throughout all the points. But what if the curve is having some flow? It is changing. So basically slope is the slope of the tangent at a particular point, and tangent is a line which is touching the curve at that particular point. Fine. And derivative का मतलब होता है dy by dx. dy by dx का मतलब होता है कि change in y, small change in y, instantaneous change in y, पलक झपकने वाला change in y, divide by dx. dx is the Small change in y, change in x which you cannot observe. इतना change कि आप observe ही ना कर पाओ. देखो ये ऐसे की this is increasing, but if it will increase there is some gap. I do not want this white. Now you can see there is some white portion between this region, but as I will go closer I cannot see the difference. I am observing that difference and it is having the wide application in the real life. आपको क्या करना है, बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज आपको समझनी है. एज लाइक इन द लिमिट चैप्टर वी आर हैविंग इट एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन. सो addition or subtraction of the two function, if we are differentiating addition or subtraction of two function, you can separately solve them, you can separately differentiate them. Second thing is your product rule. What is a product rule? When two functions are in product, keep one of the function outside, differentiate the other. Keep other function outside, differentiate the first function. You can take any function inside for the first time, but you will change their position. So fx is inside, gx is outside, and swap their position by applying the plus sign. Fx is outside, gx is inside. We call it as the product rule. Now the next rule is the quotient rule. What is the quotient rule? It says when we are having two functions in the quotient form, in the fractional form, take denominator square and then differentiate the numerator, keeping denominator in multiplication, minus keeping numerator in multiplication, differentiate the denominator. So you should know these basic properties. Though मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, if you do not know, need not to worry. Anyhow we are going to read it again. But see, the competition is very tough. All of you, and I would say many of you, would be ready for this already. तो अगर आपको लगता है कि ओके सर वी कैन डू इट लेटर, इट्स योर चॉइस, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट यू हैव सम कमांड ओवर इट बिकॉज थिंग्स डू टेक टाइम टू ग्रेस्प. ठीक है, चीजें समझने में, ऑब्जर्व करने में, एब्जॉर्व करने में टाइम लगता है. सो रीड इट एज ऑफ नाउ, जस्ट रिमेंबर इट एज ऑफ नाउ, एंड वी विल सॉल्व एग्जाम्पल बेस्ड ऑन इट लेटर. You should know the basic formulas over here. That differentiation of a constant number is 0. Differentiation of a power function or algebraic function, but you are having a constant in the multiplication, you can take it outside, and differentiation of algebraic function is n x to the power n minus 1. Differentiation of exponential function is exactly same, e to the power x. Differentiation of a power x is a power x ln a. Differentiation of ln x is 1 by x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Differentiation of tan x is sec square x. Differentiation of cot x is minus cos x square x. Differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x. Differentiation of cosec x is minus cos x cot x. अब देखो होता क्या है कि सर we will have all these in the 12. Why we are need to remember these things as of now? I would say that guys, if you will start remembering from now on, okay, remembering that thing is a different thing. So if I will ask you what is the differentiation of sin x, you will quickly answer it's cos x. But if I will ask you how many times you have revised these formulas, कितनी बार रिवाइज किया आप लोगों ने? It depends. So you all have a query like this कि sir, या फिर if you will see a person who is doing question, who is doing all the question speedily, accurately, and the person knows where to apply, what to apply, because that person is having more number of time revision. So if you will revise the same thing again and again and again over a period of time, your mind will get to know where to apply, what to apply automatically. ठीक है, तो अगर आप पहली बार पढ़ोगे, if you will just read it for the first time in 12th, it will take a whole year to understand where to apply, what to apply, and then you will declare that calculus is a difficult, but that is not. It's all about how much time you will remember, how much time you will revise these formulas. So I would suggest you revise hundreds of the time. If you can do so before your 12th start, you will be very, I would say, quick in your questions. Fine. So revise all of them. Need not to revise your integration. इंटीग्रेशन रिवाइज करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. वी विल स्टार्ट इंटीग्रेशन इन 12th. जब आपका 12th स्टार्ट होगा, when we will have a lot of practice in differentiation, when you will guys will be the master in differentiation, then we will start other topics. And what other topics are? Integration, differentiation, application of derivative, application of integrals. This is all we are going to have. 4 topics from your 12th. So this is all guys, and if there is an enrollment program which you can join, and the link is in the description box. And if you will join this an enrollment program, there is a code that you will use, ADAPRO. But the point is why we should join, what exactly we are going to do. I would say that you will have a support system. ठीक है. तो अगर आपको लगता है कि नहीं सर वी कैन वॉक अलोन इन द जर्नी, वी विल नॉट गेट डीमोटिवेटेड, वी विल नॉट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ डाउट, आई एम द मास्टर ऑफ द मैथमेटिक्स, देन डू नॉट ज्वाइन. मत करो बेटा. अगर आप मास्टर हो मैथ्स के तो मत करो. बट इफ यू थिंक यू नीड अ सपोर्ट सिस्टम, ज्वाइन इट राइट नाउ, एंड द कोड इज इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. Link is in the description box, and by clicking on the link you will explore the platform, what exactly you are going to have and how much exactly you are going to pay for it, and for how many months you are going to enroll for it. You can enroll for 1, 2, 3, 4 or the whole year, depend on it. So I would suggest you, if you haven't explored the Vedantu platform, go on the link, click on the link, explore the session. And yes, there is a free trial. If you want, we want to try it first before we join, most welcome. Link is in the description box. I hope I'm clear. And next thing is what we are going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to have a math story, Don't Be a Rabbit. तो इसके बारे में कल बात करेंगे, क्या कहानी है ये, एंड हाउ इट इज रिलेटेड टू योर प्रिपरेशन, एंड हाउ आफ्टर दिस 30 मिनट और 45 मिनट सेशन योर प्रिपरेशन इज गोइंग टू चेंज थ्रू आउट. तो देखते हैं क्या होगा कल के सेशन में, और मजा बहुत आने वाला है. सैटरडे को हम करने वाले हैं मास्टर बेसिक्स ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू हैव प्रोबेबिलिटी इन योर 12th अगेन. तो थोड़ा बहुत आपको पता होना चाहिए, एंड प्रोबेबिलिटी इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. जस्ट 1 chapter, 8 marks. So this is all guys. If you want the content of this session or any other session for this particular subject, mathematics, or any other subject which is taken care by Disha ma'am, Neha ma'am, Sheetal ma'am, do check the channel Vedantu Commerce, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. I appreciate those who have joined this session. This is all.